not to play with me. Just kidding. Hi, my name's Bone Homer. And my friend behind the camera here is Lee Ryder. You can call him Darkblade. I'm kidding, his name isn't Lee Ryder. His name isn't Lee Ryder. His name is Jango Fett. He's a Mandalorian bounty hunter. Ding! Alright, now, no more funny business. No more funny business. Since it's Halloween, I'm sorry. We will be reading a Pokemon Creepypasta in honor of my good personal friend, Yuri of Wind. Now, let's do this. I was introduced to the realm of video games a tad later than most people in my demographic age group. Whatever you want to call it. For most, if not all, in my early childhood, I was isolated from other people and had no social interactions. My days were spent in a prison-like school, and my nights rotted away with mind-numbing television. Life was dull and boring, much like porn these days. Keep that in. All I had were my stuffed animals and cheap plastic Pikachus to talk to. That's when I got a GameCube. It was the Christmas of 2003, I believe. And I was overjoyed having my own game station. It came with all the games. Super Mario Sunshine, Pac-Man World 2, and Pokemon Channel. Each of those games still holds a special place in my heart today. As soon as the GameCube was set up and ready to go, I began playing it immediately. The first game I played was Super Mario Sunshine. That game got me hooked on the Mario series, I'll tell you that shit right now, bitches. But finding a level I couldn't get past, I quit Mario forever and started to play the Sonic series. But I'll tell you about that at a later date. Sonic DXE. After playing it for hours straight, I turned to Pac-Man World 2. Amazingly enough, I got stuck on a level there, too. Infuriated that it couldn't find the way out, even the answer was literally right in front of my eyes, I turned to my first ever Pokemon game, Pokemon Channel. As soon as I turned the game on, I knew it was going to be different from the other games. It didn't take long for me to fall in love with the game. When the time came for me to name my Pikachu, I unwittingly named him Brother, short for brother. What compelled me to give him such a strange nickname that didn't even sound like a shortened version of Brother, I'll never know. But regardless, I still enjoyed playing. There was no way for me to describe the love I felt towards this game. It was everything that I had ever dreamed of. In this game, I had a friend I could play with. It all took place in the Pokemon world, too. Which means Eevee! I'm sorry, I'm an Eevee fanboy. And I already loved Pokemon before I even got Pokemon Channel. I could watch TV with Brother, play checkers with him, go fishing with him, play tic-tac-toe, talk to other Pokemon with him, even grow a garden, build a snowman, and even put on a fedora and satchel, go all Indiana Jones and explore some ancient ruins with him. So occasionally we'd even go to see a musical too. Brother was the best friend I never had. That line is so cheesy, I'll tell you what. What do you think over there? I was obviously over-addicted to this shit, but I had nothing else to use up my time with him, except for in my mother, his best friend. So I decided to spend it all in this game. Oblivious to all the things happening in the real world, I prefer to live my life in this Pokemon fantasy with my best friend, Brother. Brever seemed like more than just a virtual animated 3D model forced to do his actions based on some programming of the game. He seemed real to me. Real like this bottle of Lysol over here, which I might squirt in this guy's face. Because he's obviously over-addicted and probably on LSD or something. Brever, if I was ever sad one day, he would appear, look, and act emo, too. I'm sorry, we're doing this as sort of a troll pass, so I'll do a serious one later, which is going to be Sonic.exe. Are you getting this? Because this is gold.
Yes, I am.
Cool.
And I feel like we should discuss...
Shall I skip to the good part?
Yes!
Alrighty-o.
Since we don't want the video to be too long.
Holy shit! Pikachu is ugly. Just when I thought I could get used to the lifestyle of having an actual friend a few years later, his name was John117. Get it? My life was ripped from me as John had to move. I protested and threw a fit like a motherfucker. But I couldn't do anything about it, so I went and searched through my shelf of old video games and porn. I pulled out Pokemon Channel. I brushed the dust off the cover. It felt like an eternity since I played this. I wonder if Brever still had that fedora I gave him. Pikachu! Oh, get this shit, guys, get this shit. A tear fell down my cheek as memories flooded back while I stared at the title screen. Nostalgia fag! After a moment of soaking in the old nostalgia, I selected continue. I eagerly selected yes. When the information appeared on my screen, currently saved game, asking if it was correct. As the transition rolled of Pokeballs, which happened to be a little bit of bloody, because it was fapping all over them. I was in the room. I was looking for Brever. He wasn't anywhere to be seen. Delibird! Delibird! I'm sorry, I can't do Pokemon impressions like that one. The Delibird's call, well, fucking obviously, sounded from the screen. Sounded from my speakers. The Delibird delivers the goods you buy from the shop and Squirtle channel. It was at the door. I smiled warmly at the sight. Hey, do you ever... random question comment section. Do you ever think that Brever looks like... Delibird looks like Santa if he were a Pokemon?
That's what he was designed to supposed to be like, but he doesn't.
He does too! Shut the fuck up. We are probably gonna get this video deleted as soon as it's up, aren't we?
Now if I put a warning in the description.
Oh, yeah. Curious about what was in the delivery, I eagerly headed for the door. A deep moaning sound sounded from the door. Stopped me before I could reach the door. I turned to the screen and saw, oh my god! It was Brever. At this point, we kind of have to wonder where the fuck he's been. It's been like, what, 4 years? Oh, spoiler alert, shit's gonna get ugly! Ha 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 ha! I was like, hey brother, it's me. He had a shocked expression on his face. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Pikachu!
Then you're gonna hate this. X-Series. X-Series about it though. I whispered even though he knew he couldn't hear me. Instead of a joyous looking cheering, Pika! Pika! Which is kind of how I picture him doing that. He acquired an infuriated look on his face. I was a bit confused as to why he was pissed. Maybe he watched the wrong kind of porn and he was blaming it on me. Eat that shit, you would. Oh man, this is gonna definitely be hilarious. I brushed the hole in. I wonder what was inside. As Forever leaned inside the box and took out the items. You got a Pikachu TVZ. The Pikachu TVZ has been displayed. The Pikachu TV was quite menacing and gruesome looking, like Freddy Krueger's face, except it was a Pikachu. Its mouth was stretched like super motherfucking wide, it couldn't have fit across the screen. There was even blood on it everywhere. You got Red Wallpaper Z. It was basically bloody wallpaper with Pikachus that looked like they were on their period with a satanic smile. Show them your face. Okay. We will do my friend's face reveal about 23 episodes from now. Because his nose looked like a penis. I'm referring to my friend Nathaniel Snyder, who we could barely even call friend. He's just our gamer buddy shit deal. Now,
He's our game punching bag.
Let's continue. Say that there's something behind me.
There's something behind you.
What?
Buried alive.
Bang! We got our Photoshop in behind there. And then Photoshop a shotgun. Random intermission comment section. What do you think of the Pokemon Creepypasta Buried Alive? What are your thoughts?
He should have been left in the game.
But if you lost to him...
Add him into the game with a difficulty?
Yeah. Or, like, he'll just steal one of your Pokemon.
That sounds quite well, and shall we end it?
Oh, but I want to pull up a picture of Brever. Okay, so far from what we know, Brever is a Pikachu. This is definitely not the picture I want, but...
How about we just Photoshop him in? Like into the corner.
Well, we'll feature a gorier picture of this Pikachu every episode, okay, guys? He's behind me, isn't he?
Yep.
What do I do?
I know what I'm going to do. And see you next time when we do Sonic.exe.
And finish this creepypasta. Actually, you know what? You bitches finish it yourself. We'll have Brever as a guest host on the next episode, but he'll be evolved into a Raichu. Bye-bye, bitches!